body bags where horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so, oh my god, this is the second time I've tried to film this because I'm filming it on my phone and the fucking audio just keeps not syncing halfway through. It's so irritating. Okay, so if you're seeing this, yes, I made it freaking work. Okay, so this week we are talking about a screener that I got sent a couple of weeks ago from Leo, thank you very much. It's called Like a Bat Out of Hell. Okay, not the Meatloaf song, this is a movie. And it's one of those creature movies, okay? So we have, like, it's set in present day. There is a creature that is believed to not exist, but they stumble upon its lair and its territory and shit goes down. It's one of those kinds of things. So we have 4 friends and they're basically like surfer dudes. You know, there's 3 guys and a girl and they're kind of all into their extreme sports and this kind of thing. And very early on in the film, they get a call from basically like a benefactor, you know, a guy that is, I really hope those whistling tones aren't showing up on this. So we have a guy who's like a benefactor and he gives them a call and he's like, hey, I want you to do video for me. You know, I want you to like do some filming for me, you know, like, I guess like they do the filming of like the extreme sports and stuff like that. So, you know, he's going to pay him really well. But he's going to pay him to go out to this really remote location. It's set in Australia. So it's like out in the outback. They've got to go to this specific location and they have to film. Now, I cannot remember if they are aware that they're trying to film this creature, or if they have no clue that the creature's there. I don't think they have a clue. They're essentially being set up as bait, okay? So they are the bait. And they need to go and get a film of this creature and blah-de-blah-de-blah for this rich guy. So they go on their way and literally most of the film is them just kind of travelling out into the middle of nowhere. They meet a guy who is a complete hermit. He's out there on his own. They're like, hey, we're kind of stranded. We're kind of lost sort of thing, you know. And he lets them stay. But he's very strange. He's that kind of harbinger type of guy, you know. He's like... talks in riddles and he's very much like, you know, you shouldn't be out here, don't go out at night, don't go out alone, that kind of thing, but never tells them why, that kind of dude. So a lot of the movie is sort of travelling, then we get to that point and then we get to see the creatures. And this is a low budget horror film and they completely went with CGI on this, okay? There's no animatronics or puppetry or anything like that. It's a CGI bat creature and I must admit it actually looks kind of good. I mean, I know it's, you know, not realistic, but this fucking thing isn't real anyway, so who cares? But they are pretty scary looking, and the bat creature in this is basically like a 4 foot, 5 foot tall, terrifying, fanged, sort of subhumanoid type creature. And they did name it, they did have a name for it in the film, but I want to say like cryptoid bat or something like that. I still can't remember exactly the name they used for it. Now, the 4 friends at this point are obviously getting kind of scared. They end up getting even more lost as they try to leave this Simpson guy. And they end up holed up in an tiny little abandoned church, fighting off the creatures for the rest of the film. And that is it, okay? But I will say this. They were all pretty good. I mean, you don't watch this film for the action or for the blood or the gore or anything, even though when they did use that stuff, it was done actually pretty well. It was pretty entertaining. You watch it more for like the dialogue and, you know, the people kind of freaking out together, and it's more kind of noises, you know, and watching the suspense of it. So when you do see the bats, it's actually kind of fun. And they have like a night vision like effect. They had like a, you know, a camera perspective so that it's like from the bat's perspective, and it was just green. It was just night vision. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really, really fun because it was kind of Predator-like, you know, when you're watching the Predator stalk people. It was kind of cool. I liked it. The only thing I really didn't like about this film was the girl, the woman that played the female character, because she could not, I guess she can act, but she was very, very monotone, and she had some like emotional scenes in this film and she could not pull them off at all because she just sounded bored or she sounded too gruff. I didn't really like the choice for the female character. And then the ending was really fucking strange. It was so strange. It was literally the way that they ended like a TV finale, you know, like a TV show ending. It was like, see you next season so you can find out what happens at this point. You know, it was just like a TV ending. And I was just like, this is a film. This is really unusual. And then I thought, maybe they're leaving it open for a sequel. But it was still really strange the way they ended it, because I was like, you kind of gotta make a sequel now. You really didn't finish the film. You have to make a sequel. And I really hope they do, because goddamn, seriously, just watch it. Apart from that, I actually quite like this one. It was fun, you know, not a lot of stuff happens. It's all travelling, it's all kind of ambiguous, you know, oh, don't go outside alone. And then you do get some action with the bats, which is actually pretty fun. But yeah, apart from that, wasn't really anything special, but it's definitely worth a watch. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.